Are you struggling to build your ASP.NET Core application in Docker? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into a common issue that many developers face when working with portable class libraries in Docker. I totally get how frustrating it can be when your build fails, especially when everything works perfectly in your local environment. It can feel like you're hitting a brick wall. But don't worry, we're here to break it down together. Here's the situation. One user reached out with a Docker file that was supposed to build their ASP.NET Core app. However, they encountered an error stating that a specific targets file was not found. Sound familiar? Let's explore this issue. The error message indicates that the Docker container can't find the microsoft.portable.c#.targets file. This is likely due to the way the PCL project is set up. Understanding this will help us find a solution. Stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear solution to get your Docker build working smoothly, and I promise it will be worth your time. To resolve the issue with the ASP.NET Core application, the user should first modify the PCL project file. Specifically, they need to change the import statement to ensure it points to the correct targets file that exists in the Docker container. Next, the user should consider using a different base image for the Docker container. The current image may not support the portable class library. Switching to a more recent version of the .NET SDK could resolve compatibility issues. After updating the base image, the user should ensure that all necessary dependencies are included in the Docker build process. This can be done by adding the required SDKs and tools in the Docker file. Finally, the user should rebuild the Docker image and run the container to verify that the application builds successfully without errors related to the PCL. Fun fact, Docker containers are like mini virtual machines, but they share the host OS kernel. This can lead to some interesting quirks, especially with file paths. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user points out that building an ASP.NET Core app with a PCL reference in Docker is currently not possible. They mention that the issue is being addressed and provide links to relevant discussions on GitHub and the Visual Studio developer community. Here's a pro tip. Always check the compatibility of your project dependencies with the Docker environment. This can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. With these adjustments, your ASP.NET Core app should build successfully in Docker. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.